Good morning, everyone. This is January the 20th. I'll get my dates turned around. January the 20th. We were supposed to get anywhere from 1 to 5 inches of snow, and we barely had a dusting, at least down here. It's a little bit more a dozen miles north at the home place, but down here at Kirkwood it's been less. There's a little mud here where the heifers were standing in the corner with the rain and sleet this morning. They're pretty eager for some more grass, so let's quick move them and get them off of this mud. It's the beauty of Stockpile. I'm gonna move this reel down, give them a bit of grass here right away and get them busy eating. Well, that definitely made him happier. Get them off the mud. Look great now. All right, here we go. They're starting to come down over the hill. Looks like I'm gonna have to stretch out some tumble wheels there. Get one down here further. I just got a sample. Got this sample here. I'll send to the lab. You get a forage analysis done. We like to keep track of what the cows are getting, and this is a way to do it. Just kind of tried to go around and get a representative, pick some grasses here and there, and get what the cows like, and a little bit of the brown stuff, and get a good representation. Looks like the water trough is okay. Getting a little muddy around there. It's supposed to freeze hard tonight, so I don't think we'll have any mud to worry about soon. Yeah. Okay, now I'm getting another sample from where I did a later cutting where the grass is shorter, but it's a little better quality. At least it looks that way. We're gonna see what the forage test says. The cows will like it better. It's over here. The cows are over there, and that's where it was last cut in August, early August. Here it was cut in mid-September, but we had good growing conditions, and there's a lot grew back. It's definitely worth grazing. So I'm just getting a sample here. Well, good morning, everybody. This is January 21, Friday morning. I'm looking to see if my water trough is frozen over. On the cows, it looks like it is thoroughly frozen over. My. Huh. Thick enough they couldn't break through it. I'm curious if the water is frozen too. It might be. The way this looks. So this will be a first. Interesting. I think I hear it going. We're gonna find out for sure. Well, nice bright sunshine today. It's cold. It was about 10 or 12 degrees this morning. This is the 169 head here at the Kirkwood farm, and they are looking pretty good. Unfortunately, what I thought was a adequate enough stream of water through the trough didn't seem to be adequate for the cold wind and temps this morning, and it's frozen. So I broke the ice. I'm hoping the heifers over there at the trough will drain it down, get the water level down low enough I can pull it into the barn, the four-wheeler, where they have some hot water, and thaw out the line. A bunch of extra hassle, but things happen like that, and I'll know now to open that valve a little bit bigger in colder weather like this. Let more water flow to keep it from freezing. So got my work cut out here, but let's give these hungry cows some more of this bountiful grass. Gonna mount this here and move the wire over it. Get a little more of a bird's eye view. The cows in their advance. Oh, they like this. Yummy. Cold out here in the low 20s, but this is cow heaven. It's beautiful. All this munching and crunching around us here. I just love this. Alright, I got the fence moved to the bottom end. I had to adjust these two tumble wheels down over the hill further. I actually had to move a wheel from right here on this side of my two reels join here at these handles, and so I have to get a tumble wheel, the wire has to slide through it. I take it off and put it around the other side of the handles and then slide it. So I just did that. A little tricky, with still I was too lazy and didn't want to take the time to go turn the shock off, so doing it hot, and then I got a few tickles, but I'm insulated good enough with good boots on and gloves that I barely got anything. Use that in my fork stick that I use here on the four-wheeler. But yeah, it works real nice. I keep it on the four-wheeler and this doesn't conduct electricity, and I can move fence around. Works real good. So now I'm going to slide this one down, get a hold of it here with my stick and send it down the wire a little bit. There you go. I'll do that from the four-wheeler seat for some of the others here. Done with the fence. Now I gotta deal with this frozen water. Well, I got this thawed out. Brought it in here to the dairy milk house. This is an abandoned dairy farm, or I mean a discontinued Amish dairy farm. And so they still have some milking equipment and hot water in there. So I hooked it up. I took hot water and squirted over top of this hose. And then I ran some through it and it went right through. It wasn't even frozen real hard. I was surprised it wasn't worse. So, got it going. Now I got to get it back out there and get it filling. Alright, got it all thawed out, hooked back up. Water's flowing. I think I discovered the problem was that valve may have gotten nudged a little bit and it wasn't letting enough through, or else it had a little bit of dirt or something, maybe helped clog up the small crack I had the valve open just a teeny bit. So I opened it further. As long as it stays like that, it won't freeze. No matter if it goes below zero. Well, good morning. It's January 23, I believe. No, 24. Monday morning, January 24, and it's a beautiful day. Still frozen, the ground still's frost. Nice and dry out here. Thankfully the water trough is working good this morning. No issues there. I was here Sunday afternoon and gave them a smaller amount because I needed to be back sooner in the day today on Monday. And they are very content. They're not even coming to me begging for feed right away. It's just beautiful out here on a day like this. Couldn't be happier cows. And it's not too cold. It's not burning a lot of feed just to keep them in good flesh and whatever. And it can take a lot of feed just for a cow to stay warm enough. It's been a little chilly sometimes, but this is still pretty good. It's nice and dry, that's the thing. All right, let's move this fence. Some. I'm gonna get out here and move it at the end. Advancing forward to the fence. Yummy, they don't even act hungry. Looks like they had plenty of grass yesterday. So I'm not gonna move it very far today either. I'll just kind of take it from there to there, which usually I go farther than that, but I'll push it over more than that in the center, and we'll give them a little more down at the other end. So grass-fed happiness. Looks really brown, but they like it anyway. Doesn't seem to bother them at all. What do you think there? This small Jersey is actually, he's pregnant with her second calf. Still small, but she's more Jersey than a lot of ours are. Well, that wasn't good. I broke some more legs up there. Problematic. Now, thankfully it wasn't any real cow legs or human legs, but aluminum legs are pretty tender. Unfortunately, this thing had a knot in it. See that knot right there? And that is the problem. It was pulling too hard through it when it got loose, and so it pulled it and then dragged the legs, and they can't handle that very well. If there's a knot at the wrong place, a real risk. All right, so we're going to repair it best we can. A card failure. This is a first calf heifer. Oh, she's pregnant with her first calf. It's pretty nice. That's the same behind there. She's first calf as well, pregnant with the first one. It's brown, but it's good. You agree? Sure. This older dry cow over here, she thinks it's good. Grazing away at it. Well, I'm just getting back home, close to the home farm from Kirkwood. And with it, I just want to make a comment on this weather. Last January, we hardly had any frost. This is January of 2021. We barely had any frost in January. No snow, open ground, a beautiful, warm, 40-degree temps a lot, and it was reasonably dry, so there wasn't much mud for the winter grazing. Now this year we're having a little bit of precip, but not much, but it's colder and things are hard, and actually this works just fine as well. I actually don't find it any more trying to be okay with on a management level than the warmer weather of January a year ago. Good morning. This is Wednesday morning. January 26th. We're getting down over the hill here on this big field, and I think we're gonna be done with it in about 2 or 3 days here. By Saturday, I think we'll be giving him the last of it. Be about right for what I expected. So we gotta shorten it up now. We're kind of into a V, so I'm gonna have to go a little extra hassle to get this fence moved over. Can't get the post into the ground. It's a little too hard over there. Well, I got it in now. I use this, tap the post on top a little bit. Normally I slide this over the post, but I can't with a hot wire on it. So I just tapped it to broke through the frost, which is probably not more than ½ inch or an inch thick. I wasn't used to much under the grass, but it's cold enough now. It is going through the grass. And then I could push it down the last 6 or 8 inches into the ground once I was through the frost. All right, we're gonna go out the other end and give them more out there. The ground for a little here while I'm moving it, because they got plenty of grass and they're not even eager to jump over this or anything, even though they could. Oh, looks like here's my clip that jumped out. Gotta put this back in there. All right, well, they're coming down over and there's plenty of grass here and they're happy. That's what counts. That's all we need to do with him today.